Hello there. Adobe just released a new version of Photoshop that integrated with Firefly AI. We did have it before, but it was in beta version, but now it's in a full release, and most important, you can use it for the commercial works. And tell you true, after testing this and compared to inpainting with Stable Diffusion, I found the Photoshop inpainting and other tools, it's much more superior to any version that I used before with a Stable Diffusion, Midjourney, or any other ones. They not even come closer on several levels. So let me show you what I mean and how it's work. So let's say right here I have it my image and I want to add just a smoke to the candles. So I'm going to mask and paint inside. I'm using RPG, which actually provide good realistic stuff. We get candle smoke. After we're done, before actually this, let me go and adjust. So I need to adjust my width and height, and I set properly width. The first off, what is already problem is, look on the resolution. It's give me 808, what is about width, and 512 height, which is definitely lower. If you ever work on the commercial products or you do any commercial work, you find out you need to have a very high pixel resolution for the printing, publications, or other things. And 512, it's too low. So you end up upscaling, but any upscale, it's meaning even with a great tool like a gigapixel, which is help you to generate some details, you still don't have it as in original photos. So this is one minus. We'll look on this later. Also, we're going and set, let's increase our sampling step. We want a little bit better quality, so we have it 50. And I will just use it to rest as default with the noise string 75. We could decrease the noise string, but problem is we'll start having problems. So we can experiment and see what's happening. I'll leave it everything as default, and let's go ahead and click generate. Okay, so right here we have a process. Let's look on our image, and you can see it does change, but it does not add some kind of smoke, but not that real. And of course the resolution, it's much lower because of 512. So after this, I need to upscale and restore it and do other things. Of course, I can render smoke by itself and overlay in Photoshop, but that is exactly the same what I did before when I photoshoot or something, have a compositing element and put it on top. So for me, it was kind of with Stable Diffusion, not necessarily painting was very useful tool. It's nice to play around, it's nice to try and fix some like broken fingers or some other stuff there, but generic for the commercial work, it's not that usable. Honestly, it takes sometimes add more time if you want to do some small compositing, touching up. So let's go see what Photoshop did now. Right here, example, same image, and you can notice I uploaded its pop-up menu on the bottom, which we'll kind of ignore right now. Let's go ahead. We take the area, and I'm just using lasso to select area where I want to do. Let's click Generative Fill, candle smoke. So we'll do exactly the same as type and click generate. Okay, so and right here we're done generating, and you can see it generated perfect almost smoke. Of course, we can go and verify it. You can see it's covered black, different things. And if we need it, we can regenerate again to create another versions, or we can even describe a little bit better. And here's even a better effect. And you can see we have it all the 6 different versions that we can go through and find. Nice things about this is Smart Object and overlay. So if we need it, we can of course just move around and place it as we want it. Right here you can see this object. The best of, it does not alter the original resolution of the image because it's creating this teeny tiny overlay. It's meaning everything is intact and we preserve all original resolution of the image. We only created this teeny tiny, but this is just one of part. The system actually that created in Generative AI, it's so smart, it can analyze all picture without even any input, any words. Let's go ahead right here, and you can see this is the California Adventure in Disneyland Resort, and this is a Pixar pier on the back, and we're shooting from area where we have like Little Mermaid, I think, behind us. So what if I want to remove this stuff on the bottom? For this, I'm going just select our tool. I'm going from here, select all the way down. We'll click Generative Fill. I won't fill up anything, so I will let AI to decide what we wanted, and we'll just click Generate. And look what we have right now. It is replaced with water. But even better than that, because it does not specify any words what I wanted, it's even fill up with constructions. Maybe I want this, or fill up like with a sand, whatever analysis going. So it's giving me multiple variations what I may use it, but of course I want to go with water. And notice it is very high resolution, so it is add this resolution, the quality right here, creating to match original image. And honestly, playing with Stable Diffusion and other ones, I never saw any AI can do to this level. It does not, again, generate some work or take it. It is a tool that helps for the designers, illustrators, painters to very fast to create those elements that we needed. I spend hours and hours in compositing. So let's try one more time. So I'm going select, and I'll just go a little bit down below, like right here. And instead now I will type in, and let's go ahead and type something very weird. Blue vivid water with jumping fish. Notice my also selection is a sharp selection. You can use it feathering if you want it. Okay, let's go ahead, and here we have it render. So there you go. Look on this. I mean, it is impressively. Of course, it's blue water when I type it. It does not necessarily matching, but this one actually work very well. And we can replace it, add more words. So you can specify, and it will render very nicely. Okay, if we come closer, you can see the resolution is matching my other resolutions. If we go pixels per pixels, it's provided very, when we use it inside here. This is a new Firefly. Of course, not everything still be perfect here. For example, if we see like a lot of details in his face, and if we're going to replace with some different, for example, let's just go around like face, and we get closer to this, you'll notice how much details it's have. Okay, hair, everything, yes. And let's go to replace this with maybe so just bunch of words, put it like you normally generate it with other ones, and let's go click on generate. And here what we have definitely some clouds, but you can see, oh, this is kind of interesting. We have it, a wolf and a sheep things. Okay, guess it's working, but you can see it does add some details. It's got beautiful integrations on the side right here with the fur, so it's very nice putting in. But of course, we need to define a little bit more to create different elements as we need it. And just to be sure we have it a full resolution, we create this image. We'll go to image, image size, and we can see right here in the pixels, it is 3000 pixels. So it's quite a bit large size. And this, as you see, it's rendered quite a bit fast as well. So overall, it does have it some. It's not universal tool that going can replace. If you generate just the image, Midjourney still perform better, or Stable Diffusion. But as inpainting tool, it's hands down the Adobe beat them, and I think they're creating much better, much easier to use, and most importantly, you can use this in your commercial work. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in your own experience.